Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Donkey Kong 64, part 29. I want to say it's 29. Fellas, in the last episode, we cleared out most of the stuff, or all the stuff that I was willing to clear out for Diddy here in Crystal Caves. And in this episode, we're going to be focusing on Lanky. We're going to be focusing on Lanky, and hopefully things are going to go pretty well. I'm going to tell you what, fellas. This is my third video I'm recording right now, and it just feels good to be back in the groove. I really do think the change of not feeling like I have to do absolutely everything, is going to help a lot, right? With my overall motivation to do this series. Obviously, it's going to make it a little shorter than expected, which is fine. I don't really think there's a gigantic issue with that per se, but you know, ultimately it is going to happen, and I don't mind it. I am also very, very excited for the next series that I have planned, because the next series I have planned, I do believe is going to be a kind of big one, right? I think it's going to be kind of a big one, and it's one that I think I could see being a little lengthy, to be honest. I could see it being a lengthier game, but a very enjoyable lengthier game, right? It's going to be a game that I think is going to just be very fun. And we are going to be full completing that game because it is not necessarily difficult to 100% complete it. There might be some hard stuff in the middle of that, but you guys will see. You know, I don't think I want to give anything away just yet, but all I'm going to say is that some exciting stuff is on the horizons, fellas. You just gotta trust the process, ultimately, right? I'm going to go ahead and do this. I didn't know, by the way, that you had to, like, kill all the enemies there to spawn the pads. Also, I see a balloon for Lanky. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that. I'm not really trying to... I'm just trying to get whatever bananas we end up coming across, really. Because the reality is that the banana requirements are getting awfully high. So, naturally, we do... Even if I don't want sometimes to collect a ton of bananas, we are still going to have to, you know, do it to some extent. Near the igloo is a wall of ice with a small hole in it. A wall of ice with a small hole in it. Near the igloo? Wait. Oh, wait, that's... Hold up. Cabin that can only... Oh, yeah, okay. I know exactly what they're talking about. I was reading Tiny's. Stuff, if you could believe it. Yeah, but I don't know. I think the next series that we do on the channel is going to be very exciting. Let's play number, was it 6? 5, 6? God, I don't even remember. What is it again? Oh, yeah. Dude, brain's blanking, and that's okay. Listen, sometimes it happens. So we gotta go over to here. This is a weird way that I am choosing to do it, but I am choosing it to do it. Can I not? Diddy, you can reach that, can't you? Yes, you can. The more you know. And I thought I could reach that. Some things, man, you learn. You live and you learn. Live and learn. Oh, no, I'm gonna get DMCA'd for singing that. But yeah, I think retro achievement stuff as well is going to be very fun when we get around to replaying certain games on this channel. And I know to some people, right, the concept of replaying a game on the channel that we've already played before is a little redundant, right? Replaying the first ever Let's Play, that's a little redundant, right? Replaying this game, which I don't intend to do retro achievements for this game, at least on video. Maybe I'll do it off recording, but... Oh, I can just sense. I've seen the retro achievements page for this game. There's about 50 achievements. A lot of them you can accidentally miss, by the way. That's another layer of it. And that on top of the fact that you would just have to 201% the game. It's just... Oh, it just wouldn't be my jam. It all around would not be my jam. Okay. I think I know what we're doing here. I think you have to, like... Okay. Can I just, like... Okay, you can't do that. Frick. This is... Don't hit me. Don't hit me. So that's the thing I worried about. I think that's gonna actually just like happen from time to. You send me all the way back here for that? What a crime, dude. Now the crazy thing is my brain is like not even thinking about the concept of using save states, but I know it is realistically a thing I could do. The reason that my brain's not thinking about using save states is literally just because of the fact that, what is it? When I've been doing retro achievement stuff, I've actually been doing it in hardcore mode. What hardcore mode essentially is it is a mode that basically is like, hey, you have to do things the authentic way that you would have had to do them if you were doing achievements on like the Xbox 360. You don't have save states. You can't randomly slow down the game or rewind it to make your life easier. You can't do that, right? And I really like that. I really like that system, for the record. That being said, I gotta remember that this is not retro achievements, and we are allowed to do stuff. Okay, we are allowed to do stuff. Oh, whoopsie. So there's a little thing you have to do here, where you have to go into this Baboon Balloon state, and you gotta... Wyatt, no... You know why? Oh my god, because we don't have that move yet. Guys, we don't have that move yet. That's crazy. I forgot that Lanky was the one character that they decided to not give you a move for, so they make you backtrack to Fungi Forest, which, by the way, with the new format that we're doing for this game, I don't think we're going to be going back to Fungi Forest. I think our time with Fungi Forest is done. Okay? I think we've had all the fun that we could get out of it, and I wouldn't worry about it. Dude, I can't believe I forgot that. That is crazy to me that I'd forget such a thing. It's okay. All around, it's okay. But, yeah. All around, man, it just feels good to be back into the swing of recordings. I hope you guys are doing well. You know, things are doing pretty well for myself, fellas. I gotta tell you, listen, all around, I'm not gonna go into specifics. Obviously, it's been a hectic year, but it's been also a very good year for myself. And also, again, it's been the first proper year of being able to... Why do you don't give me something? I don't want to do jetpack. Let's get that very out of the way. What? Can I... do you not have a move for me? When do they... Okay. Hold on. Wait, I gotta figure out something. Drop down and run at it full speed. I have to figure out something. Hold on. Where's my cursor? No. Okay. So I don't know why that's doing the thing that it's doing. Wait, do you... I hate that... Okay, can I just be honest? They should offer the move first and not your ability to do jetpack. Because it sits here and it makes me think that we can't get the move yet. Just a little critique, you know? A little critique, if you will. Okay, we're gonna go back and do that. Originally, I was literally about to start uttering the words of, you know what? Maybe we just won't worry about that, GB. We're gonna worry about that, GB. That was so odd, bro. That was so odd. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna come back up here. Hopefully I don't get pelted with a... I mean, I pretty much did just get pelted there, but iframes saved my whole life, bro. Cool. Very cool. You'll love to see it. Let me in. I got places to be. Okay, cool. So now we should be good to do this, GB. I think. I will have to properly kill you guys again. Hey. Doink. I didn't know you had to get him from behind, bro. Doink. Thank you. I'm going to collect these just for the sake of having them on me. I don't know if we're going to need them again, per se, but we may not. Only time will tell. What are we doing? Get me up. Thank you. Okay. So now, as far as I'm aware, you gotta, like, fast run over to here. Oh! That's too easy. That's too easy. 140 is crazy. Small puzzle in the castle. Okay. That's an easy GB. We can do that one. There is one, I think, related to doing something very dumb and stupid that I don't want to do. Okay. So I think I know exactly what they're talking about. There's going to be 1 GB here that I refuse. Well, not that I refuse, right? There's going to be 1 GB here that I really don't want to do. And, well, per usual, listen, as much as my brain wants to eat at me and say, oh, you got to do it. You got to do it. We don't got to do it. Okay. We're still at the end of the day. We're getting most of the GBs. Okay. We're getting most of them. And that's all that matters. So we got to hit this little switch as Lanky. There's another one, basically the one that we're skipping, that I really just would rather skip as Lanky, is this 1 GB where you have to race that. You remember that beetle that we had to race as Tiny back in Angry Aztec? He's back and he's meaner. And simply put, I'm not trying to go through all that. So therefore, we're not going to go through all that. 95 is crazy, by the way. This is a very simple thing. It's literally just a puzzle where you have to, you know, you have to have more DK tiles than the K-roll tiles. Now, this is easy, though. Basically, you just wait for him to start jumping and going for one, and then you just go for the exact one he just switched over. Do this enough, and things will be quite easy, actually. Now, typically, I've noticed if you mess up the flow of this method, it does tend to mess you up a little bit. I have noticed. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, that's how you immediately... What's happening, bro? What is happening? I know exactly what's happening. He didn't slam it. So I think we're losing this. I think we're losing this because I whiffed not one, but several shots. Well, hold on. Is it a tie? No, I lost. Okay, that's fine. Run it back. Run it back. See if I care. Dude, it's the easiest game of my life. Watch this. Fellas, you have never seen skills like the likes of which I'm about to show you. Okay. Very cool. Thank you. I switched over one of my own. This is the tough part, right? No. I'm gonna need you to stop everything you're doing. See, if you do it before he jumps, it doesn't seem to register, which is rude, and I don't know why it does that. Okay, he is just going back and forth between these two. I feel like we're in a pretty bad position. I'm just gonna keep it 150 with you. We're in a pretty rough position. Well, actually, hold on. We might be coming back from this. Maybe? That 100% is... That's me, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Not that bad. Cool. Yeah, it's kind of... There's a simple formula you can do there, but there is a way that you can find yourself messing that up, right? It's just... It's a very possible thing. Okay, so the last GB that we're going to manage is Lanky. Okay, last little GB we're going to manage as Lankster is going to be, what is it? It's going to be his Kasplat. Now, his Kasplat isn't terribly difficult. We've actually seen it before. When we had to do stuff with Diddy's jetpack, there was something. Let me just see. Doink. Doink. Shouldn't be that bad. So if we go back up using Diddy's jetpack, we can kind of... Yeah, there's a little duder up there. Hello, little duder. Yep. Get killed, and we are chilling. You'll love to see it. And then after that, we can just go ahead and turn in the Kasplat. I don't know if we'll have time for one more GB for Tiny. Maybe we will. Only time will tell, really, but I feel like we may have to cut it short. We may. I'm not really 100% too sure if that's what we'll end up doing. If that is what we will end up doing. Yeah, that's okay. That's how you word. I was making sure that my brain wasn't having a complete and utter breakdown. Now, I think, okay, I'm looking at the time frame. We might have one tiny GB we can go ahead and do. We might have one tiny GB we can go ahead and do before we hit roughly around the 20-minute mark. I think it should be doable. It's a very easy GB, so I'm not really terribly worried about it, I don't think. Hey, GB number 142. You'll love to see it. Okay, so the next order of action. We're gonna move over as Tiny. This is, yes, new territory. We're not starting on said New Kong on a new episode. We're starting here. And I personally am okay with that. I think this format of doing it, man, it's just so much more, like, laxed. You know, you're just going through the motions. You're not having to routinely plan out everything, guys. You're not having to do that. Oh, I had to itch my eyelid. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, I think after this, the episode will be done, but who knows? Only time will tell, fellas. Okay, cool. Okay. So I want that immediately. Don't. I see you, bro. I don't want the smoke. Keep hitting. Cool. I only have 45. Oh, that makes sense. Hold up. Hold up. I think you have to kill this guy first. You're a big fella, by the way. I just gotta mention. And yet you still die in the same amount of hits? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Okay. Cool. So we hit that. And then I think we just have to hit it 3 times. I think that's the shtick with this. Doink. 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 Oh. I can't see. I can't see because of the Kasha. Oh, you piece. You know, this is another thing that rando changes. There are, like, some areas where it's just not letting me ground pound. Hello? Hello? Alright, cool. The Kasha makes that a lot more difficult. Alright, fine, I'll leave. I'll leave. But I'm going back in. That's what's happening. I'm already this committed, bro. Like, I could end the episode here, but I'm just not going to. Okay. Let's just go ahead and do this real quick before he respawns. Hopefully, we'll be able to do it before he respawns. Can I? Thank you. Doink. No. Stop. Thank you. Respectfully, I wanted him. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Dude. Thank you. That took way longer than it needed to. That's okay, though. Hey, give me... That was a cheap shot that couldn't be avoided. All right, awesome. Cool. There's that, GB. And, fellas, on top of that, we're going to go ahead and get out of this little area. But that's going to do it for this episode, if you could believe it. Get me out. I want out of here. Oh... Okay, thank you. All right, fellas, that's going to do it for this episode of Donkey Kong 64. Very eventful episode. I think Lanky wasn't that bad overall. We did skip 1 GB with him, mostly just because I am not doing another Beetle race. It's not happening, dude. It's just not happening. That being said, pretty good episode, all things considered. We even got to bleed into doing a little bit of tiny stuff, which I think is super duper nice. Yeah, I really feel like we're in this new beginning for the series where it is just so much more straightforward. You know, we're not having to meticulously plan out, hey, this episode's going to be focused on this, and that. I get, for organization purposes, it works, but I think for a game that's going to be as lengthy with that kind of organization process as DK64, it's just not something I want to do. And I think that is okay. In the next episode, we're going to tackle the rest of the tiny golden bananas that I am willing to tackle. And who knows? Maybe we'll even end up bleeding over into chunky stuff. And then after that, I think episode after that, we should be focused on doing the boss for Crystal Caves. I think we've gotten a very good amount of colored bananas, so I'm not really terribly worried about it, but who knows? It could end up throwing us for a loop. Only time will tell. Anyways, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and hop up on out of here. Fellas, if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, it's your life. Do what you want. I don't really care. And I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys!